Morning class 5. Last time we had discussed formatting and drawing tools chapter 3, okay, and we had discussed about the formatting tools like superscript, subscript, shadows, and different types of styles and all. No, so I will continue. Today we will discuss drawing tools. So all these features that we are going to discuss are all under Microsoft Word processor, okay. So whenever you are making or whenever you are formatting a document in Microsoft Word, all these features are needed, right? So drawing tools in a Microsoft Word document, illustration can be very useful to showcase your idea. So illustration, okay, we will discuss this menu called illustration. We will discuss this illustration. So in Microsoft Word, this illustration topic is there in Microsoft Word. So this is very useful to showcase your ideas. MS Word features a number of drawing tools. These tools assist in adding visual graphics in a Word document. So these tools help us to give a visual effects in our document. So in Microsoft Word, when you are creating a document, sometimes you need to add some effective visual icons or effect, okay. So with the help of these features that we are discussing will help you to make your document look effective, okay. So now using these tools you can communicate your intent. Here the drawing helps you to provide the reader with some insights. So with the help of drawing tools, with the help of illustration, with the help of some effects, you can make your document more effective. So now in the illustration group, first we are going to discuss is shapes, okay. In Microsoft Word, sometimes we need to enter different type of shapes. Shapes here means sometimes you need to enter circle, okay, box, rectangle, square, polygon, diamond, all these shapes you need to enter, okay. These are all needed whenever you are creating a document. So let's discuss. So these all comes under illustration group, okay. So not only this, you will get so many other shapes like stars and banners also you will get, okay. All these type of stars, banners, all these shapes are there in illustration group. So how to insert shape in Microsoft Word? So I told you, you have to go to menu called illustration, and from the illustration you click shape icons, okay. From the shape icons you choose any of the shapes, rectangle, square, okay, cursor, whatever. You select one shape and you click on insert. So when your cursor is there in your Microsoft Word document, in that particular cursor your shape will get inserted, okay. After you get that shape, you can resize your shape, you can increase the size of the shape, you can decrease the size of the shape, or you can fill the color of the shape, you can fill the different colors inside the shapes, or you can change the border color of the shapes. You can do anything, because in this chapter we are discussing formatting and drawing tools. So you can format your shapes, you format your text, and you can format your document, okay. Now after you insert your shapes, after you insert the shape in Microsoft Word, children, you can write text also inside the shape, okay. You can type, you can insert pictures, you can insert colors, but you can insert text also inside the shape, okay. Now how to insert the insert text, or how to place text inside the shape? Once created, a shape can be used to illustrate the information on the page. To accomplish this, MS Word allows you to place text in a shape, okay. Suppose you have inserted the shape circle. Now you want to write text inside the shape, okay. Like suppose you want to write Rockwell. How will you write it? How will you insert this inside the shape? Or you want to insert a logo of Rockwell here, then you have to go to edit text, right click on the shape using mouse, right click on the shape and click on edit text. As soon as you click on edit text, you will see your mouse cursor starts blinking here. Then you can start typing the text. Okay, this way you can insert text inside the shape as well. Okay, now applying borders and shadings. Borders and shading means this is your Microsoft Word document, okay, or we call it this is your page. Now border means when you want to give a border, this is called the outline border. Okay, this is your page, so yeah, you can insert a border to your page. So this border will be visible only when you get the output of that page, when you get the hard copy of the page. When you print, then you will get the border. Okay, and shading means, so this is your border and this part, okay, this background parts are known as shadings. So children, here in this chapter you can insert borders and shadings to make your page looks more effective, okay, more beautiful. To apply border and shading, you have to go to design and page border. From the page border, you click on borders and shadings, because you will get the option called settings. Okay, so you have to go to design and go to page border. Okay, then you choose border and shadings. Borders, there are so many types of borders. You can change the color of the borders, you can change the style of the border. Okay, at the same time you can insert, you can give a light shadings to your document. Okay, so whenever you are giving a shadings, make sure that your text are visual. Okay, if your text colors are bright, then you have to apply a very lighter shading colors, or if your shading colors are bright, then your text color should be light. Okay, that you have to see. These are called how to apply borders and shading to your page. Now by default, the border is applied to a whole document. However, to ensure that the border appears only for a certain page, in a border and shading dialog box, from the apply to drop down menu, select the required option. Yes, this, suppose you have created 10 pages, children, and you want to give a border. Okay, when you apply a border, by default that border gets applied to all the 10 different pages. But if you do not want to apply that border to all different pages, then there is an option called apply it to the selected page. Okay, that you have to see from border and shading dialog box. You have to click and apply to the required page. When you click on that, then that particular border gets applied to that particular page only, and for the next page you can select another border, and for another page you can keep on selecting other borders. Okay, so this is how you can apply border and shading. So in this chapter we had discussed format painter. I told you about format painter. Format painter means whenever you select a format painter, the whole type of styles, text color, text formats gets applied or copied to another position or another location. Okay, this is called format painter. Then we had discussed about superscript and subscript. As I told you, superscript means when your text or your number is above your baseline, above your normal line, that is called superscript. And subscript means when the text is below your normal line, this is called subscript. You know how to apply this. Okay, a square, b square, this is called superscript. So we had discussed these features also. These are very, very important, superscript, subscript. Then we had discussed how to apply shadow. I told you about how to apply shadow, how to apply 3D text. Okay, then we had discussed about applying a style. Okay, applying a style is there are ready-made style in Microsoft Word document. You can select as per your choice. Then we had discussed about the drawing tools, where we discussed about the illustration shapes. Okay, different types of shapes. Then we had discussed about how to enter the text inside the shape. After that, how to enter the color, or how to fill the color inside the shape. Then we had discussed about how to add border and shadings to your page. Okay, children, so chapter 3 is all about drawing and formatting tools. So next class we will discuss another chapter. So in between I will be sending you the question answers and the exercises from the book. Okay, please do copy, do write down in your computer copy. Thank you, children.